I want to give you a really easy formula that you can use to guarantee that your Facebook ads or any of your paid advertising actually has success. And we use these same kind of strategies to find really quick wins, like getting sales between $14 to $30, and then even scaling those to getting sales, to getting hundreds of sales. So you can see here, like between all these three, we've had around almost 900 sales at $48 a sale, which is really profitable for us. And we've spent around $43,000 on this. So I just want to break it down very simply, very easily, so you can take this and you can apply it into any of the paid advertising campaigns that you're running. This definitely could work for both Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Google Ads, TikTok as well. It's not just specific to Facebook, even though that's what I'm looking at majority of the time. And that's what obviously this specific example is looking at as well. So it all really comes down to making sure that you're testing consistently, making a lot of creative, because a lot of the ad platforms favor more creative. If you're making more, that can support your scale. And it all comes down to analyzing these key metrics. The formula is making sure that you're looking at every single one of these key KPIs and then actioning from it and doing something about it. Because just looking at it and determining, oh, okay, my cost per link click is low, that's not going to do anything. You have to then action something from it. Oh, my cost per link click is low. This is what that means. I now need to influence it and try to improve it these 4 different ways, right? And that's really the biggest thing that I see people missing out on, is they see that something isn't working and they're like, oh, it's not working. They turn it off and they move on. And instead what you should be doing is looking at every single one of these metrics, like I've been saying, and then tweaking it, seeing why it's bad or why it's even good, and then either making more things like it or trying to make something to improve it specifically or influence it in some way, shape, or form. So with that being said, let me kind of walk you through a general daily workflow and daily formula that I like to look at and do generally on a daily basis. So first things first, cutting losing ads. I do this just so you don't spend any more money for less results. And I like to look at things over the past 3 days, 7 days, and even yesterday as well. Because if something yesterday was really bad, for the past 3 days and the past 7 days it's really good, I may not cut it. I may just lower the budget. Same goes if it's the other way around. If for the past 7 days it's horrible, past 3 days it's really bad, and yesterday maybe it's better, that's where I'll probably cut it. It doesn't look like it's going to turn the corner after a full week. But if it's just been running for 3 days and it's been bad, but then today is really, really good, I'll probably give it a little bit more time. So once I do that, that's where I do those filters and I observe those trends over the past 3 days. Once again, if something's been losing consecutively for 3 days, I'll usually cut that. Lowering budgets for things that have just been losing for a day, but maybe over the long haul, they're doing really, really well. Then identifying your winning ads. So with that, when you're identifying your losing ads and identifying your winning ads, the biggest thing that you're doing is checking these core metrics and then determining, okay, if it's bad, what metric is really causing the bottleneck? Because you'll usually find that there's 1 or 2 things causing the issue. Could be CPMs, could be your cost per link click, could be your CTR, and then that kind of guides you on the decision to make moving forward. And the same goes for your winners. And I think a lot of people miss this, is if you have something that's winning, look at what metric here is actually causing it to win. So like if I go back here, so this is a testing campaign. We like to group everything in a single testing campaign in most cases, or at least multiples. This one looks amazing so far. Both of these actually look very, very good. So with that being said, why does it look good? Well, our CPMs are a little bit high. CPMs have been high on Facebook recently, so that's possibly negligent. But you can see here, comparing it to everything else in this testing campaign as of right now, the average link click-through rate is 7%. This one's at 13, almost 14%. 7.1, so it's fairly low, but you can see how much higher the click-through rate is on both of these as well, 23% and 14. Not a single one of these other ones have gotten too close to a 14 or even a 23 or a 23%. And then the same thing goes for the cost per click. The average is $1. These are both below. And that tells you, okay, well, the creative is doing an amazing job at hooking people. In this one right here, it's not bad, but the copy could do a little bit of a better job at actually getting people to then click through. And that's really where I'm going to look at improving this one. So this one is a great ad. It's doing awesome. I'm going to start to pour more budget into it. It's not a winner yet, but it's got the potential to be a winner. So what I'm going to do next is scale this one a little bit but I'm going to look at testing some different copy and seeing if I can make the copy align a little bit more with the creative. Because once again, what this is telling me is the creative's doing a great job at hooking people, but I would love it to actually get people to click a little bit more. And that all comes back to this cheat sheet right here, how I analyze ads. And it's the exact formula I use every day when I'm looking at ads or when I'm analyzing other people's ads. It's very, very simple, just looking at the key metrics, making sure you're testing things consistently. If I go into an ad account and I don't see things being tested, that's a red flag for me. I then want to make sure that, hey, things need to be being tested here. I want to continue to test stuff. I want to launch more things because it'll support scale. It'll support getting better results as well. So if you enjoyed this, if that was interesting, and you should definitely apply this to your ads, and you want this cheat sheet, you can join our school group. It's super cheap. It's like $10 a month, not even. And you join, you get this cheat sheet for free and a ton of other really, really good stuff. So if you're interested in joining, just click below. You can get access to this. And if you just want access to this just to kind of peek around, I can send you this one. Just check the description. There's tons of different ways to get it. I want to help you have success with paid ads. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.